Hello students, welcome back to my channel Essential English with Ridvan. I'm so excited to teach you the past simple in today's video. So keep watching. Before we start, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed and get your free exercises lessons from the description underneath this video. So let's get started. In this lesson, you will learn how to use the past simple tense. This is one of the most exciting and important tenses in our series of English verb tenses. Why? Because we use this tense so often to talk about all kinds of things. For example, you can use this tense to tell someone what you did yesterday. You can also use this tense to tell somebody what happened in the world 500 years ago, 100 years ago. So whatever you are trying to describe what happened before now, we can use the past simple tense. So are you with me? Are you ready to learn this tense? Let's get started. So you see here, worked, got, went. It's a past simple. They watch TV every evening. Present simple. It's present simple. They watch. And here, they watched TV every evening. Past simple. The difference between watch and watched is we have to add ed and watched. And you see here timeline. And here we see now. And everything before now, you see XXX, is in the past. So when we talk about the past simple tense, we are talking about a time what is before now, here. But past simple specifically talks about something that happened in the past and finished. It's over, okay? We can talk about an action or an event or a situation that started and ended in the past, before now. And that's shown here by this little X, okay? These things happened before. Now let's look at a little sample of what this tense sounds like. When we actually use it with a basic verb, the verb, for example, watch. Watched is a past simple. Watched with I, we, you, they, he, she, it. We have to use watched. I watched. You can repeat it after me. We watched. You watched. They watched. He, she, it watched. So it's easy, right? We have to add ed and that's it. Okay, let's look at some forms of past simple. The first thing you have to remember when you're working with this tense is that in English there are two kinds of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. How do we know which is which? Well, it's kind of a little tricky, but the regular verbs are the ones that in the past tense they just have ed. Okay, they end like that. For example, work becomes worked. Okay, clean becomes cleaned. Start becomes started. Try becomes tried. Stop becomes stopped. So in all those cases we see that there is a ed. This is the most common ending. We will see later that there are a few other ways that we can do it, but usually we add ed. But in the irregular verbs, that doesn't happen. They don't have a past tense form which has ed. For example, in regular verbs, dance, danced, stay, stayed, need, needed, study, studied, plan, planned, copy, copied. Let's look at some examples. I clean my teeth every morning. This morning I cleaned my teeth. I cleaned my teeth every morning. It's present simple. And this morning I cleaned my teeth. Clean plus ed and becomes past simple, okay? Here are some examples. Terry walked worked in a bank from 2005 to 2011. Work becomes worked. And that's it. Yesterday it rained all morning. Rain becomes rained. It stopped at lunchtime. It stopped. Stop becomes stopped. We enjoyed the party last night. Enjoy plus ed. Enjoyed. We danced a lot and talked to a lot of people. Dance, danced. Talk, talked. The party finished at midnight. Finish becomes ed. We have to add ed and finished. Finish becomes finished. The party finished at midnight. Okay? There are no 100% rules, but there are patterns for the spelling, and the verbs fall into some groups, and you might see some patterns there for spelling, but otherwise you kind of have to learn them as you go along, okay? You have to learn all of that. And here you have to add ed, and that's it. You just remember, work becomes worked, rain becomes rained, and that's it. Okay, now let's look at some irregular verbs. In the irregular cases, sometimes the verb changes a little bit and sometimes it changes completely. You probably already have heard many of these words, so you probably do know them. Let's look at the verb eat. Eat becomes ate. It's completely changed. Drink becomes drank. A little bit changing. Eat, ate. Leave, left. Lose, lost. Make, made. Meet, met. You see here, meet, met. Pay, paid. Put, put. There's no any changes. Read, read. No changing in writing, but in spelling, read, read. You have to read here. Rin, ran. Say, said. See, saw. Know, knew. Hear, heard. Know, knew. Sell, sold. Sit, sat. Sleep, slept. Speak, spoke. Stand, stood. Take, took. Tell, told. Think, thought. Win, won. Write, and wrote. Okay, you have to learn them by heart. You have to memorize it. So let's look at some examples. You see here, I usually get up early, but this morning I got up at 9 o'clock. Okay, present simple, get up, and in the past, got up. You see here, we don't have that word here. Get, got. Get, got. We did a lot of work yesterday. Do becomes did. Yelena went to the cinema 3 times last week. Yelena go in the present, like that, goes. And in the past, go becomes went. Yelena went to the cinema 3 times last week. Okay, for example, you see here, Stefan came into the room, took off his coat and sat down. You see, Stefan come becomes came into the room, take becomes took. You can see here, take becomes took, and his coat, and sat down, sit becomes sat. You see here, sit becomes sat. And the only thing you have to remember, you have to learn them by heart, only memorize them, and that's it. So let's look at some another examples of the irregular verbs. You see here, some verbs are irregular, not regular. The past simple is not ed, and here they change a little bit. Sometimes a little bit, sometimes completely, and you have to memorize it. Begin becomes began. Break, broke. Bring, brought. Build, built, build. Buy, bought. Catch, caught. Some, come, came. Do, did. Drink, drank. You see, fall, fell. Find, found. Fly, flew. forget, forgot, get, got, give, gave, go, went, have, had, hear, heard. And that's it. It was the end of our today's lesson. Okay, good job guys. Be sure to check out my other videos in order to repeat the other English rules or learn some new ones. Enjoy learning English, and please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button if you didn't do that already so you don't miss out on future content. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.